Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I hope this video finds you all well. I'm going to paint the last of my 4 new ornament designs for this year, 2021. So let's get this right side up. I'm going to paint the snowman. Isn't he cute? So I've painted the other 3. The traceable's on my website, troe.com. So here's the gnome. I'll link in this video description to the live where I showed how to wire it. But didn't he turn out fun? And I love splattering. That's just so much fun. Here, I don't know if you can see the wiring. We'll get a little closer. Maybe turn it a little bit. Oh, here. So I drilled holes into the 4" by 4" canvas panel I got from Michael's. Just in case this is the first video that you're watching. Here's the polar bear. I'll link the videos to these new ornaments in the description. And here's the cardinal. So you can tell I've gloss varnished it. Okay guys, let's get started. I think these little ornaments that I've been doing lately are just so much fun, and I thought I'd show you how I keep them. So I just tape them to some computer paper because they have the chalk pastel on the back, but I can reuse them. You know, reuse them as long as they hold up, or if you want to print a new one because it's easier to see where like I used a red pen to go over it, but like next time I can use a blue pen. But if you want to print a new one, it's just easier to go over a new one. That's not a problem. I just thought I'd show you what I do. And then I've got the word love written on my 4" by 4" canvas panel. They're drilled. Oh, I usually put a little white paint down in there. And then I've got a palette going already. Oh, I'm going to do 2 at a time. You can do as many, of course, at a time as you want. I kind of like to do 2 at a time and then switch, just so it's more interesting. I don't know where to put that. I think I chuckle at every video. Okay. So I've already got a palette going because this is my 4th ornament that I'm painting. And I've been using quinacridone and yellow orange azo to make reds. Sorry guys, that's actually kind of an orange. I've got another palette going too. This is ultramarine blue that I've been using to make purples. So if you want a red or purple like this one, more quinacridone. If you want, that's almost gosh, that's getting kind of black. There's a little white here. It's a blue purple, kind of a blueberry almost. A lot more ultramarine. Lime green, and then I just darkened it with just a little bit of ultramarine. Titanium white, Mars black. I think that's all I've got on here. Okay, so I'm going to paint. We'll do a little time lapse, and I'll pop in. Hey, I had a thought. So I'm pretty sure I am done with the background on this one. It's got probably a couple layers on it. And I've done it before. Here's the polar bear one. I kind of like those squarish brush strokes hint at snow, maybe swirling in the background or falling. So that's what I'm doing here too. But the thought was, you might like more than one coat. So this might not be the greatest comparison because I've used some straight up magenta on the background where I didn't on this other one. But just adding a little bit of white, sorry, I'm trying to get it in frame. Adding a little bit of white, another layer, I think just makes it look yummier. Of course, up to you. Okay guys, back in a bit. Hey, I've got one coat of green down, a couple coats on the nose. I put the black down so it can dry, and then I can paint a little, I think I'll paint a little light blue shadow. I don't know if I'm gonna paint the whole snowman. I might leave it white like I did on the polar bear. This is actually just white canvas. And then I cleaned up any areas I wanted to with some white paint, which I tried to do on this one, and I was picking up some of the purpley pink. So I've got, I don't know if you can see that, I've got a little purpley pink haze, so you can see it right here. I don't know if I mind that. It might actually be a happy accident. I'm gonna paint this one green and while this one dries, and then I'll be back in a bit. Hey, thought I'd pop in and show you my brush. Let's see here. So it is a number 1 Simply Simmons round. And then I don't know if you can see the end of it. Here, maybe I'll try it without the plate. It's really, here, I'll even make it worse. It's really fuzzy. I'm trying to decide how you guys can see it, and I keep moving it. There, maybe you can see it there. And so if you just dip it, get a little paint on it, it makes great fuzz. Oops. And it is a little hard to control, but that's okay because it makes... So then I used it to get fuzz around the earmuffs. Isn't that fun? Sort of as a stippling effect. So I'm just kind of, you know, pouncing on the canvas, or on the earmuffs and the scarf. I'm not sure if I want the scarf a little more texture on it. Just grab my darker green. So I also mixed a little blue or green for the shadow. So I just keep kind of playing. Sorry guys, I just keep kind of playing with it. All right, next is to paint some blue shadows on the snowman and splatter, and I think we'll be done. I thought of something while I was cleaning out my brush. Here, I'm gonna scoot, so maybe that'll help. So the number 1 that's all fuzzy, I had trimmed to try and give it a better point. This one's newer. It's starting, I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to fuzz a little on the end. So here, you can see that I trimmed it. I don't know how many times I trimmed it trying to get it to get a good point, and then I decided, oh, it's just going to be a nice little fuzzy brush for fuzz. A fuzzy brush for fuzz. Okay, I hope that comparison helps a little bit of how abused this one is. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I finished this one. I think it looks really cute. I'm gonna lift it up for a screenshot. So if you guys wanna know how to do that, or pause the video, that would be so much easier, and then take a screenshot. You could do that. So I just did one line, and I did them with short strokes. This brush is a little wet. You know, just thinned out my paint a little bit, put a smidge of white in it to make it a little bit more opaque, but you can see it's kind of transparent, but I like that. I kind of like that it's transparent. And then all I was going to say is, like, you know, you just kind of start light and then push down to the width you want it. And then, you know, short strokes, maybe grab a little more paint, start light, push down until you get about the width. And you can see my width varies. And then it kind of fades out right here, but I don't mind that. You can make it black, whatever you guys like. Oh, and then I smeared a little bit of thin white over the mouth and put a little bit of shadow around the eyes, like the rocks or the coal is stuck into the snowman. The splattering took me a little while. It took me a little bit to get it going. And then I always like to come back and put some bigger dots in there, which I think is fun. Oh, and I covered the eyes with a little bit of paper towel, just because I wanted to control where the highlights are in the eyes. I haven't finished this one yet, but it won't take me too much longer. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed all the ornaments. I hope to do new ornaments every year, but you never know. But there are 12 of them up on my website, annietroe.com, if you want to have fun with them. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your guys' support. The likes, the comments, the shares. It just means so much to me. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.